These records sent to me from Vastrasia are fascinating. Look, there is a radical drop in the Groldavian population around the supposed date of Gorobek's execution, due to a huge outbreak of Red Plague. It cannot be a coincidence. Do you understand what this means?
That we moved here for you to do the same thing you could be doing in London.
I do not accept such levels of candor. Besides, since we have been here, I have done nothing but advance my investigations. Every conspiracy is unraveled bit by bit, and this data gives sense to Waldemar's curse.
What curse?
What are you doing during my lectures? The Warlock swore he would kill his 3 confidants with the very same weapons he was betrayed with. Kruberjan forsook his leader, embraced the Christian faith, and by means of it spread fear in the hearts of people. Lukanesk made use of his art to propagate a terrible illness in these lands. Surely that Red Plague. The mob blamed the necromancer, and Arkoff supported the revolt and used brute force to eliminate the dissenters. Do you not see? Everything fits perfectly.
Extraordinary. But didn't we come here to find evidence of the existence of Waldemar?
And what do you think this wonderful portrait we found here in such good condition is? I would not have found this in London. Though the style is not synchronous with the Warlock's life, this is most probably nothing but a curiosity. It may have no value at all to any serious investigation. Truth is... Oh, who am I trying to deceive? I am a fraud!
Don't be discouraged. With your foremost intellect, it won't take you long to make the great discovery for which humanity has been awaiting on edge.
I know you try to cheer me up with your poor compliments so I'll raise your salary, but all this unrelated data proves nothing. I came here looking for wonders, and in all these months the only thing I could call as such is a move without incident. Damn. Where is the magic of these lands? These are just papers.
You should stop being so dramatic and make more effort.
You may be right. I'm having a mental breakdown. Inspiration flees from me. And given the awful diet you make me endure, my brain does not have enough sustenance to face all of these difficult chimeras. Ooh, my head. That bloody migraine again. I need a bath. Maybe thus I can get my thoughts in order and rid myself of the stench of failure I emit. Oh, that's perfect timing. Get rid of whoever it is before I lose my sanity.
Coming! Yes, what can I...
So this is the famous castle.
Hey!
I had expected something far worse. Actually, the decoration's very tasteful.
Listen.
I am Lady Florence of Richmond, Countess of Beresford, and the Baroness of Groldavia and Alturia. I wish to see your master. Please announce me immediately.
But...
What are you waiting for? Your master has lived here for months and has still not come to greet me. That is not proper for an English lord, mysterious as he might be. Oh, look at those windows, Lily!
Her splendour is a light in the darkness of this castle.
What are you looking at?
Nothing, nothing. 2 of those relics the master insists on buying. I don't know how much dust has accumulated and how much is an actual part of them, so I've decided not to clean them. Some ancestor of the master's. I think it was this one who ordered peacekeeping massacres centuries ago. Some relative of the master's, with a funny bonnet. It is difficult, though possible, to say funny and master in the same sentence. There's a tradition of welcoming visitors with sweets, though we've never had many visits, so the licorice inside has become a kind of dusty, heavy mortar. Those leather sofas are difficult to clean, but they seem to be pretty comfortable. I could never know for sure. My relationship with them is business only. The Ainsworth coat of arms. The master has forbidden me to touch it. He says I would contaminate its aura of ancient lordship. I could ignore him, but I don't want to disgrace all Ainsworths. Just one in particular. That's the coat of arms of the master's grandfather, a Scottish ship tycoon. I guess the ships remind him of where his fortune comes from. A young and relaxed-looking lady. I think she's the master's mother. He took after his paternal line, no doubt. He looks like the master, but younger and blonder. I would say he's his brother. Two of those relics the master insists on. I don't know how much dust has accumulated. Two beasts with dragon heads, goat horns and lion bodies. Despite how they look, these are probably the nicest things around here. It's like a wrinklier, grey-haired and half-bald version of the master. He could not stand seeing age do this to him. I hope I've been able to find a new job by then.
I heard voices. Who was that?
Some lady who insists on seeing you. She introduced herself as the Baroness of Groldavia.
To me, she is like Countess Bathory. Get rid of her. Tell her I am... I don't know. I'm not in the mood for showing courtesies to an old harpy.
Well, she's certainly not old. Maybe you should have a look.
Oh, for God's sake, how can I concentrate with a hysterical fossil howling down there? Make her stop.
Right away, sir.
I am sure Archimedes did not have to struggle with this misfortune. Anyone can be a genius that way.
In spite of those funny ears, it possesses a sinister look. I don't know how the master can sleep with this thing looking at him. It's a squatting figure with a tense expression. Ironically enough, it smells quite good. It's big-headed and devious, just like the master. The master forces me to keep it alight day and night. Yes, firewood grows on trees, but it's poor Nigel who must go and fetch it every day. With these, I cut the master's hair, though I confess I'm tempted to use them in another way. The only salt I know of is in the kitchen. It stoically bears hours of the master's never-ending self-deception. The master says there's an Asian belief about water having memory, so soaking in it until you're as wrinkled as a raisin helps absorb knowledge. I prefer higher-grade liquids to draw inspiration from, and I'd rather dry clean. The master usually asks me to put one on his face while he bathes to open and purify his pores. This one's already wet. Who knows what he's rubbed with it? No more suffering shampoo. Avoid lice, chemical burns, eye lacerations, and the more than probable permanent sight loss other shampoos cause. Usage. Apply dry, rub, and immediately rinse. Attention, do not exceed the recommended dose or application time. It can cause hair discoloration and hyperseborrhea. Vanilla perfume.
Did you get rid of that howling gorgon yet?
It's not as easy as it seems.
Do I have to do everything myself in this house?
No, just enjoy your bath.
Finish this as soon as possible.
The master sleeps some 12 hours a day. Nothing to be surprised at, since he has such a fluffy mattress. I heard screams, milady. What happened?
My little Lily, he fled from my arms and ran. Oh, he must be lost now. Who knows what might happen to him in such a big castle?
Don't worry, the castle is not as dangerous as it may seem. I'll find him safe and sound, I promise.
Oh, thank you. You are an angel.
It's lucky I have it here, and a shame there's not even an ounce of ventilation and I have to sleep in fear of suffocating. The place I keep my clothes when I'm not wearing them. The threadbare percale of my uniform has little in common with the soft and delicate fabrics of the master's suits. I was cleaning my shoes when I was interrupted by an absurd assignment out of nowhere, but there's so little left to do. Someday soon I'll finish. I should consider myself lucky to have 2 pairs of shoes. It's empty, but I keep one for emergencies. A service bell system similar to the one we had in London, though, like in London, the master just yells at me most of the time. My grandpa spent months in that rocker waiting for my grandma, who one day went out to get drunk and didn't return. It turns out she was recruited by a whaler, and when she finally came back she had a hook for a hand, an obscene tattoo, and a Polynesian husband. In the end, the 3 of them lived happily together. My grandparents' was a modern, open-minded marriage. The mattress is hard as a rock and I always bump my head on the ceiling, but it's better than sleeping in the stable. Lord Benedict Ainsworth II. The Master's father, I believe. The Master's study. I'm not allowed to enter unless he requires me. Besides, that sickly vermin wouldn't be able to climb the stairs. Oh my God! He must have jumped into the grinder, lured by the chicken liver of the Master's puree.